iGirl just took a fall and ran in here. iGirl just took a fall and ran in here, and I took the lids off, and now I have to see if she's still alive. I am so scared. She fell a long way. I'm with iGirl now, and it's hard to take video at a time like this, but she's breathing. It's a little raspy, but not horrible, but she's obviously not good. The cage is open. She's not moving. I've been petting her. She's alive. I'm telling her it's sad and it's not her fault. It's so tragic that she, whatever happened to her eye and everything that ensued, the miracle that she survived for 2 weeks without coming to me, and then she makes it back, and now this. I saw her fall. And I didn't know who it was. And then I walked over and there she was. She didn't fall on her own is the sad thing. She was pushed. I heard a squabble, and that's what made me look. And then I saw a black body coming down through the air, and I heard the thud. And I came over, and so she was trying to get into a den that isn't hers. And I've never seen her go in before. So I don't know if she got confused about where she lived or what happened. But she's warm now. She's much warmer than she was. I didn't want her to die. I didn't tell anyone that there was another squirrel that had come in here about a week ago and then left. The next day I found her frozen under the picnic table. And so I am not letting a squirrel freeze to death. So I told her she's coming in here. If she's gonna die, she's gonna be comfortable. So I'm just keeping her comfortable. She's got a nice, fluffy towel, very comfy. And she arranged herself. This was her last movement, was arranging herself into this position. So her face is not in the towel, which is good. She can breathe. You can hear it. Here, listen. So she's comfortable. I opened it up and told her she doesn't need to look at a cage. She hasn't moved though, but I'm just petting her. I don't think she's gonna live very long. I don't know if she's even still alive. Nope, I hear her. She's alive. She's going to leave this world very comfortable. You alive, iGirl? Can you give me a little breath? A little breath. I don't think so. I don't think so, but I'm going to keep petting her. I had to take apart a hide in order to get at her. After she fell, she ran into the nearest hide and got under the one part of it that I couldn't get her out of without dismantling the thing a little bit. So I did. I'm so glad, it sucks that she's dying, of course, but she's not freezing to death by herself, alone in a castle. It's good, I think. She knows me. She was just in here yesterday. I told her when we came in, I said, you're going to be comfortable in here. You know right where you're going. It's right where we were. It's right where we were yesterday. I don't think she's alive. She came to me this morning for nuts. I don't remember if I got video at the time. It was pretty intense. I was just so happy because there were tons of birds, tons of squirrels, and I was on the lookout for hawks. And so it was really hard to stay near her and keep squirrels away from her and get her the nuts she wanted, with the shells off, and then also keep the hawks away from the just myriad birds and squirrels that were around. So I don't remember if I got any video, but she did come get breakfast this morning. Well, for future purposes anyway, the thing on her arm was getting better. So that's sad. She was going to recover from that. It's just fine, really. By necessity, you become like a forensic pathologist, maybe the word is, when you live with squirrels and you see what is going on, and you have to put pieces together when squirrels die. That's what I'm trying to say. And here's what I know. iGirl was going up a tree. She was up a tree that was not hers, was nowhere near hers. And I had seen her this morning and she had her full cognizance then. She was able to think. She wasn't out of her mind or whatever. There's no reason she should have gone up a tree that isn't hers thinking it was hers. So as we all know, I saw the fall. It was huge. I heard squabbling, and then, which isn't uncommon during a mating season, which we're in. And then I saw the fall. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, I thought that she had gone up a wrong tree and somebody had tried pushing her out. After she died, when I was wrapping her in her sheath or whatever, her shroud, I don't know, I turned her over and I saw her female part, and it is abundantly clear that it was a mating thing that was going on. It made her take the fall. So, you know, you hear about how well squirrels can fall and plan their fall, but she had one eye. She had one eye. And I don't know if anyone's ever covered an eye and tried walking. If you cover your eye, try walking up to something and say, I'm going to touch that when I get there. You'd be amazed. It looks like your finger's going to touch it, but you'll go to the side, you'll go beyond it. You lose depth perception. And her having been recently blinded, she, you know, probably doesn't have perfect precision. Even if she did, as she's tumbling through the air, she's only got the one eye working. So to her credit, she didn't die on impact. She bounced. She lived long enough to let me collect her, bring her inside into a warm place, and pet her and soothe her until she died. She didn't have labored breathing, so I don't think she was suffering. I think she sustained the impact just long enough to be able to come inside and be soothed until she calmly passed. Which isn't all bad. It's not great, but there are worse things. Because soon after that happened, there was a hawk that I saved. There was 2 hawks on trying to go after a squirrel. I managed to finagle that one and save the squirrel. So every day, you know, they say you win some, you lose some, but man, you hate to lose a life, you know. But lost a life, saved a life. It's a tough life for everyone. Right now, everybody out of the way. It's a coyote. Everybody out of the way. I don't know if I'm just a sucker for making something heart-wrenching. I don't mean to. But this is Rover. This is iGirl's mom. And I don't know if Rover knows yet that iGirl's gone, but I know she knows she was in bad shape. She has, you know, she had that eye for long enough that I know Rover knows about that. And that's how I know she was her kid, was she went in to Rover's cabin. She was living there for a while. But recently, then she was gone for 2 weeks. Then she moved back, and Rover wouldn't have let anyone who wasn't her kid sleep in her cabin. So it was clearly her kid. She was gone for 2 weeks. She moved back. She went into Pippi's old cabin. She was living there. And then the tree she was in today was so far from that, was so far from her own cabin that I'm like, why was she there? And then what I think now happened, I think she got chased by a male over to there and then up the tree, and what happened ensued. That's what I believe happened. Now, I have no proof that she was chased to the tree. I don't know exactly what led up to the fall, but I'm inclined to blame the males for the chasing, because that's just the most of what I see is males chasing females that don't want to. And why would iGirl? I highly doubt iGirl. I saw her this morning, and though she was doing okay, she didn't strike me as someone who was looking to procreate. Oh my God, Rover's doing a chase right now. Rover's the one behind there. good Lord, this is the stuff, you know? Roby, can we be nice? Hey, Roby. Did she keep her nut? She kept her nut in her mouth through that whole thing. There's Rover with the same nut that she kept in her mouth for the entire chase. I'm assuming she didn't keep 2 nuts in her mouth and it was just one. She is hilarious.